Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of, you guessed it, the Ability Warriors podcast. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that has been on my mind a lot. And that is comparing your lives to other people. Comparison is not the greatest thing you can do for yourself. Comparison kind of makes you go backwards. It does make you go backwards now that I think about it. It makes you go backwards in a way that you're not reminiscing about stuff. You're just dwelling on what had happened, what could happen, what should have happened. You're not moving forward, you're not progressing, you're not doing things to propel yourself to the new version of yourself. You're listening and watching and scrolling down the rabbit holes that are other people's lives, and you're not living for you. You're not living for what you should be now. Yeah, you may not be in the place that you want to be. You may not be in the mindset that you want to be, but you are where you are for a reason. I know that sounds kind of hokey, but it's true. Like, whatever you believe in, the higher power, whatever that is, you're here because there's a reason for you to be here. Whether that's self-discovery, whether that's relationship, whether that's forging new friendships, whatever that case may be. It's kind of a blessing to know that you're here, you're in the here and now, you're present in yourself. Over the last couple days, I've really thought about my life and thought about my past and thought about what I want for my future, and it's to not compare myself to other people anymore. Not comparing their lives to mine. Because it just makes my mental health go way downhill, and it makes me sad. And I shouldn't be sad, because I am here. I am still breathing. I am sitting out here on this lovely morning at 10:30 in the morning, just soaking in all the colors of the trees and the kind of wispy blue sky. And to be honest, yeah, I've had a lot of rough patches and a lot of life lessons, but it's brought me to here. It's brought me to a different lens of perspective. It's brought me to this kind of way of thinking to where in your 20s you make mistakes, you mess up, you do the wrong things, you're reckless, or you're not, you're too rigid. Like me, you are trying to follow a blueprint, or you're trying to forge your own path in your 20s. And to do this, you make a whole crap load of mistakes. You make these assumptions that your life is gonna be the same way for 5 years, which Big Sis is here to tell you that it definitely isn't. Like, what I was 5 years ago is not who I am now. What I am now is definitely more self-aware and more I wouldn't say content just yet, but I'm more discerning. I know what I want and what I don't want. I know what I deserve. Yeah, I'm still tripping up here and there and making poor decisions, but I still got at least a year left to make all those mess ups. And even into your early 30s, I think it's okay to do that. Like, especially since I was out of the house at a later time, I think there's a grace period for me. I know that sounds kind of entitled, but I think there's that grace period of, well, you didn't learn these things when you were supposed to. So just take up these life lessons, and whenever you complete them, whenever you learn them, then you can move on to the next steps. And I am definitely at that stage. I am learning to trust my gut. I'm learning to not settle for things. Like, yes, I want to be at the same stage of my friends, of my family around me, but I'm not, and that's okay. And this is just a realization in the last couple days. This is why it's so disjointed. But I just want to do kind of a stream of consciousness, what I'm feeling, my emotions towards it, towards comparison, towards just forging your own path. And like, I'm hitting 30 next year, and I don't feel like I'm like, yes, I have had a lot of life experiences that make me a little bit more mature, but emotionally, I don't think I'm there yet. Emotionally, I think I'm at maybe 24, 25. Because I didn't leave the house till I was like 22. So I got a bit of catching up to do. But hey, you live your life, you'll learn, you're growing. That's all you can ask for about yourself. You're doing what you're supposed to be in the moment. And once I hit that sweet spot of starting to fix mistakes that I made, then I'll take those years and I will file them away, and I will learn from my mistakes. I've already started learning from my mistakes, and it can only go up from here. I am not a perfect human being. I've stumbled, I've fallen, I've done stuff that's, you would look at me sideways and be like, girl, why'd you do that? But I thought things were gonna be different. I thought life was going to turn out a lot differently than it has, and that's okay. And I just need to realize that loving yourself and loving the place that you're in, loving where you're planted, is the better option for sanity, and the better option for me, because I haven't quite figured out the sanity piece yet. I haven't figured out where to draw the line of like, okay, you're making these mistakes, but when the heck are you gonna learn from them? But I think I'm finally drawing that hard line of, hey, you need to start growing, you need to start progressing. Maybe not to where your friends are, but you need to realize that maybe being on your own isn't so bad. And maybe having the life that you have really isn't the worst thing. Yeah, there's problems and there's things that I don't like, but I'll eventually get to the good parts of life. I have all the hope in the world for that. I'll eventually get to experience love and experience respect and experience forgiveness, and I think I'm already on that journey, but just knowing that things don't always have to be a certain way. Knowing that, okay, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby carriage. You don't need it in that order. You don't need things in a specific order. You just gotta live life, and whatever pops up, you deal with it. This coming from the girl with major anxiety, or should I say the woman that has major anxiety. I know that seems hypocritical, but it's what I need. It's what I need to work through. And that's okay. So I just want you guys to know that comparing your life and being this type A type person, yeah, it may be great in some situations. It may be great for the small details. It may be great for when you need to be productive. It may be great for certain things in life, but certain things you just need to leave up to the universe. Certain things you can't control. Certain things you just have to let be. They're not meant for you. They're not serving you, so you need to let go and find your new rhythm and find your non-comparison life. Find what you truly are passionate about. Find out what your gut is telling you. For once, I am listening to my gut wholeheartedly. And right now, it's saying that it's hungry. But other than that, I am tuning in to things that I couldn't hear before. Tuning into my routine again. Tuning into what I want to build for my life. Tuning into the fact that I need to be patient and make the most out of this situation while I'm here, because you can't change it. You can't just snap your fingers and be like, oh, I'm married, and oh, I have this wonderful life. You gotta build it. You gotta build it for yourself. You gotta ask divine questions, and you gotta put in the bricks of mortar. You gotta figure out what pieces to take out. You gotta figure out what pieces to leave. You just gotta figure it out. And a person that I've been connected with for a long time said that being type A is not always going with the flow. Being type A just means that you got way too much structure and you want to break out. And yes, while that is true, it's not my vibe. I like structure. don't get me wrong, I like creativity and I like spontaneity at some points in my life, but I am very routine, and I know he meant well, but it's just the life that I need to live. I can't change for other people. I can't keep going around and round in circles thinking that things are gonna change. I can't be that human that most people want me to be. I can only be me, your Ability Warriors leader. I'm JJJJJ. That's all I can be. And that's what I will continue to be. Comparison is dangerous. Comparison just makes you want what you don't have. And I am starting to realize I've wanted all the wrong things. Yeah, I had my moments, but I hope this is my hope. Later on in life, when I hit 40, once I've cleaned up all the messes from my 20s into my 30s, I hope to have the best life possible with someone or without. It doesn't really matter at this point. It might matter years down the road, but I'm starting to realize that I need to be alone with my thoughts sometimes. I need to not always have opinions shoved down my throat. I need to decipher these wavelengths for myself. I need to come to grips with, hey, you're your own best friend. Who's gonna love you the best? You are. You're gonna love yourself more than anyone can love you. You're gonna love the body that you're in. You're gonna love for gosh sakes. You're gonna love the little things. At least that's me. That's my mindset anyway. But yeah, just to wrap this up, I think comparison is detrimental, especially when you don't know who you are, when you fixate on what people think of you, what you do, who you are, what you say, how you move. Like, that needs to be, yeah, that's in your life. That can be radio static, but you really need to tune in to who MJ is. Who is MJ? I'm a bubbly human that knows her sexuality and knows her dreams and her aspirations, and is sometimes too lazy to actually pursue them. But I digress. I am an advocate for people in chairs. I want, well, not just in chairs, but like in the realm of whatever disability you may have, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, whatever that is. And I am a creator. I'm not the creator, obviously, but I have a creative mindset. So that is my episode here on comparison, and I hope you guys gain little nuggets of way that you can apply to your own lives. And for the people that I mentioned in this podcast, I am just here to thank you for showing me the path that I need to be on, for showing me the things that I need to focus on more. But yeah, I just want to overall thank you guys for listening. One, you guys are like fantastic. My Ability Warriors fam is supreme. But two, like, all the people that I've mentioned, I don't want to discredit the impact that they had in my life. I don't want to discredit, like, the good times. But it is what it is. We're moving on. New chapter, right? So that is it. And oh yeah, I'm gonna give my usual annoying shout out to my friend here on YouTube, Mini Minchino. She is a podcaster / gamer, and she does amazing Let's Plays. She is a bomb.com. Yes, I said that. And she is probably one of my nearest and dearest and most honest friends. So if you could help her out by subscribing to her channel, going on Discord, finding the Mini Clan, that would really help her out. And I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you all in another episode. Alright, love you all. Your fearless leader is now out. Oh, and she posts Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So go check her out. And I post Thursday through Sunday. I almost forgot my plugin. I am so sorry. And let's try that again. MJJJ, your fearless leader, is now for real signing off. I love you guys so much. Bye.